The Worcester Railers have made another signing ahead of the 2023-24 season. This time, it's a Division III product from Plymouth State University, who made his mark with the Panthers across his time in black and green. Myles Abbate, welcome to Worcester.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it, and this is awesome.
Now, I mentioned it that you're a Division III guy. You spent your time playing collegiate hockey over at Plymouth State University, and not too often do you see a Division III athlete sort of get a shot at this level. But I'll go over some of the accolades you've picked up here from the Massachusetts State Collegiate Athletic Conference. You're a two-time MASCAC Player of the Year. You're a MASCAC Rookie of the Year your freshman year. Three-time MASCAC champion, two-time MASCAC first team, once on the second team, an NCAA D3 All USCHO first team selection, and NCAA D3 ACHA first team All American in the East. Now, that's a lot of accolades. You've had quite the run over at Plymouth State. Talk about your time playing collegiate hockey up there.
Yeah, I mean, it was an honor playing there. I had so much fun, and obviously, it's playing college hockey, something I always wanted to do. And when it came down to the process, Plymouth State just felt like the right fit with me and Coach Russell there. And yeah, I mean, it was definitely a change coming out of prep school, and I think just working, getting better every day was something I strive to do, and I just love playing the game, and I love my teammates, and the accolades just kind of came, and I never really focused on them. I just kind of focused on winning, and winning those three MASCAC championships was something that I really liked out of everything else, but. Being honored for that other stuff really shows how your hard work can pay off, and it was pretty cool in the process, and I love my time there and playing in the MASCAC.
You picked up 115 points in 86 total games as a Panther, averaged over 1.3 points a game. Talk about the way that you sort of see the game and how you bring yourself out on the ice every day.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I feel like it's every day's a new day. Each night it's can be different depending on the teams and stuff like that, but I just kind of go in with the same approach every time. I like to stay calm, and I know my game, and kind of like to control the puck, and add pressure to the D at times, and really just play a fast-paced game. And I think I saw a lot of success with that, especially the last year. I think over the years of my lines, we've kind of clicked like that, and kind of getting our team started. But I think just keeping a fast pace and putting pressure on the other team is something where I found success. And um, yeah.
How do you feel about the physicality of the game? Making the jump from college to the pro level. A lot of times, guys, they're sometimes surprised by the physicality and how much it really ramps up. How do you feel you're preparing for that going into this season?
Yeah, I mean that's something I've heard about and everything like that. It's something that I don't think it's really new to me. My whole life I've always been kind of like a small player, so I've had to adapt, every year as I gotten older to bigger guys and stuff like that. So I think just making sure I'm putting myself in the right positions and protecting my body, but at the same time, maintaining strength and everything like that. But that's something that's always a concern. But I think as I go on, I'll learn and hopefully use it to my advantage.
Now, rewinding back to the beginning here, if you will, helping our fans to get to know you a little bit better. Talk about how you first started playing hockey.
Yeah, so my uncle actually played in the NHL, which was something really cool growing up, and that was something that was pretty easy to get me going into the game and everything like that. So that was something that I got to experience at a young age, and from there on, it was kind of a hockey family, so I had to kind of do that while playing other sports. But yeah, I mean, growing up in Mass, I played for the South Shore Kings for a bit when I was younger, and then played majority of my AAA hockey in Rhode Island for the Providence Capitals, and then eventually around high school, played 1 year for the Bridgewater Bandits, and then I went to prep school in New Hampshire at Proctor Academy for 4 years, and then that led me to Plymouth State. So
Very nice. Now, I'll try not to hold it against you too much. Being a Panther myself, having been up at Fitchburg State for a couple of years, a couple of heartbreaking losses I had witnessed in the time there. A good rivalry back and forth, but aside from that, sort of as you've gotten to this point in your career, who are some of the individuals, excuse me, that have helped you sort of to get to this point, post college, now looking to go pro?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people. I mean, I would say really my parents. They've been there for me since day one, and they've provided me so much. Not only on the ice but off the ice too. I think they've just had a good influence on me and really pushed myself and make me the person and player that I am today. And I'd say a lot of my coaches too. I would say really my last two I can remember pretty well, Coach Russell and my coach in high school, Coach Walsh. That was kind of some big times in my life. You're kind of growing up and you're trying to, figure out what to do. And they really helped not only on the hockey side, but on the social life too, and really showed me how to be a good person and how to balance my life.
And now starting to focus a little bit more on this coming season. What was the conversation like for you to ultimately come to Worcester for the coming year and sign with the Railers?
Yeah, I mean, um, I got contacted. My coach, he, called me one day in the summer and said that, they want to offer me to play here. And I kind of just was in shock and had no idea how to react at the beginning. And would, told my dad, and we talked about it and got on the phone and just kind of, heard everything and all the situation. And I was so excited and I really couldn't believe it. I didn't really know what to expect. And I think just playing in front of Worcester in near home was something that was really cool and I really wanted. And just getting the opportunity, it's an honor.
Because you had been down to Worcester a couple of times this past few years, playing against Worcester State, playing against current Railers assistant coach Bob Duraney, who was the bench boss for the Lancers for a little bit there. But tell us, did you have any expectation coming out of college to try and sign anywhere and continue playing in the first place?
Yeah, I did. I mean, at first I was looking to do a fifth year because of the COVID option. So that was something that was pretty interested in. I know a lot of kids have done that through college. And then this opportunity kind of came and Bob was Coach Duraney was kind of the guy who recommended me. And yeah, I had nothing good things to say about him. I mean, he's a good coach and everything like that. And I think that was something when it came, I thought it would be the perfect time to do it and go pro now.
Now, tell us any sort of message for Railers fans as we get towards the season here. About the games coming up and coming down to the DCU Center on opening night.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait. I've heard a lot of good things. Seen a lot of cool stuff at the DCU Center and everything like that. And I for sure just can't wait to get in front of them and work my tail off and hopefully win some games.
All right. Well, there you have it. Myles Abbate is another signing for the Worcester Railers coming up ahead of the 2023-24 season. Myles, thanks for taking the time today.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, there's another signing for the upcoming season. Only so many left before we get ready for training camp the first few weeks of October. Until then, stay tuned across all our social media channels on no longer Twitter, now X, Instagram, and Facebook.